What's up, guys?
What's up, man? Oh, Rob, I would ask this to Raul when he was in here. I felt like, this fight was announced a long time ago, and then it was, fell through, and then booked and rebooked and everything. So, how does it feel to finally be a few days away from getting past this Raul Rosas chapter, if you like?
Man, it's been a while. His name got brought up when I was supposed to fight Dominic Cruz. Cruz got injured. They threw his name out there. For about a week, I thought I was fighting him, and then it didn't happen. And then I show up to Vegas, and I finally for Calvin's fight, and then I finally get Matsumoto. He's been on my radar since then. And then obviously we got the fight booked, it was kind of weird how the fight happened. I was out at one of Calvin's fights, and it was in Tennessee. And then I ended up going to Texas just to check out the training at Kingsway, and I was supposed to be there for 2 weeks. Then we got the call to fight Raul in San Antonio, which is about an hour away from Austin. It was about 4 weeks out. I was like, do I drive back up or fly back up to Boston and drive to Montreal? Do I just stay down here? Finally made a decision to stay down there and train, and then the opponent switched. Then from there I was like, this is a mistake. I was like, but I went through with it. We wanted to keep the fight going, wanted to fight, and but looking back, it's like maybe sometimes it's better to say no. But it is what it is. I lost that fight. Martinez looked good. He looked good last week as well, so it doesn't hurt as bad. And then obviously we rebooked this fight, so I'm excited, man. It's been a while.
Is it the name value that he brings? Because outside of the champion top five, he has to be one of the more popular fighters on the roster.
100%. He has that buzz going on. I said not too long ago, I haven't fought anybody with this much buzz. I fought, say champs and legends like Aldo, but it didn't feel like this, and this feels pretty big.
Is it a weird, his audience is so young. A bunch of them probably only watch him fight. Has it felt weird preparing for this?
A little bit. I was on Google trying to learn all the new lingo. Make sure I'm up to date. But
forget that.
But yeah, no, it's the young boys game, and it is what it is. I'm excited though. I've been purposely getting around the young kids in the gym and feeling that energy and just hanging around them and trying to steal some of their youth.
What do you make of his skill set in there? Because obviously we've seen him have all these submissions, and he's obviously a high-level grappler. He hasn't really had that opportunity to show off his striking, which obviously you're very good at. So what are you expecting from him in there?
Yeah, I think he's going to be aggressive the first 2 minutes. I do think he's going to stand with me a lot longer than people are giving him credit for. I do think that he gets tired. I don't get tired in fights. Even when I'm getting beat up, I still couldn't push a pace. I do believe he gets tired. I do believe that I'm going to be a lot more calm and collected when it gets chaotic in there. I just got to make sure I don't give him anything. Don't get clipped anything stupid. Force him to take bad shots. Get him to panic wrestle and make him pay.
And I remember when you were getting ready to fight Adrian, you put to bed that narrative of this is a guy. I'm not fighting a young guy anymore.
Yeah.
He's a full-grown man.
Yeah.
This is very much the opposite. Raul was 7 when you made your pro debut. So what is it like fighting a guy that's just so significantly younger than you?
Yeah, it's different. It's the first time. Somebody tagged me in the post the other day. I made my debut out here in 2014. He was his 10th birthday, I think it was something like that, with a birthday cake. So I'm like, shit, yeah. I'm starting to feel like the Unc out here, But it's cool, man. I like the role. I don't mind it. It's part of the process, I was the younger guy. Well, not that young, but I was when Marlon Moraes gave me a shot, I took advantage of it, and then right after that, I got the big fight with Cody Garbrandt. So that's just the process, just the way the business goes, and it is what it is.
And I was looking at your resume, and you're in the top 5 for a lot of bantamweight records, second most knockouts, third most finishes, third most fights, third most significant strikes.
Let's go.
Do you feel like a veteran in there now, or do you still feel like in your prime and you could be fighting for the belts?
With this fight, I feel like the veteran. I even think I got the record for the biggest age gap from opponent. I think somebody, I don't know, I did an interview. Somebody told me that I think the biggest is me and Raul, and then I think it was Chase Hooper and Guida.
Jason Jim Miller was pretty.
Or yeah, there goes that. So I think, yeah, so it's pretty cool. We're still breaking records, man. We're still breaking records.
Good luck, man.
Thank you. Salud.
Rob,
What up, brother?
how was this camp? Because obviously there's a lot of Latinos in your team, and then they seem like they throw you all the Mexicans like last week. And
Yeah.
so how was this camp like training? How was the energy to fighting guys like they're gonna bring the fight, that they're gonna put, shove in your face and try
Yeah, no, this camp was great. I spent 5.5 weeks in Montreal. There's nothing to do in the wintertime, so it was just training, sleep, and back to training. They rolled the red carpet out for me out there in TriStar. They want to see me do well. They want to, say obviously get my hand raised, and obviously, my brother Calvin's always out there making sure I'm taken care of. Rob Rivas is always stepping up, and yeah, it's been a great camp.
Thanks.
Appreciate you, brother. Perfect. Thank you, guys.